Hey book lovers, it's Natalie with Pippa Pages, and I'm coming at you today with a video about a topic that I have been thinking about for a long time, probably like forever, and that topic is free books. Now, you've seen on this page that I have done a lot of book hauls, and while I do love buying books, I also love getting books for free. I don't know anyone who doesn't like getting free stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I figured I'd come on here and talk to you all about a few ways that I personally get free books. And they may be some things that you've not heard of before. There may be things that you know of about ways to get free books that I don't mention in this video. If you know of some ways that I don't mention about how we can get free books, drop that information below because I can guarantee I'm going to appreciate it and all of my other viewers are going to appreciate it as well. So before we get started, again, I want to ask you to please consider subscribing to my channel and liking this video. Also leaving a comment, getting engaged, all those things help the algorithm, help get me out there to more people. Also share my video, you know, sharing it. Sharing is caring, and we can get me out there to as many people as possible. And I would love that. I want to have this be a huge book community of like-minded book nerds who get like super excited about weird things like getting books for free. So the first thing that I want to talk about, obviously you can get books for free at the library. You do have to return those unless you want to pay fees. So, but I can't stress enough how important it is to support your local library. And I'm not just saying this because my husband is a librarian, although I do love him very much. And he has helped me get many books that I want to read through things like interlibrary loan, things that I wasn't even aware of. And it's so super magical because even if the library doesn't have the book that you're wanting, there's the little interlibrary loan request. They go, they search, they find the book, and magically it comes from another library and you can read it. So that's one way that you can get access to reading material for free is through your local libraries. Also with libraries, nowadays, you know, everything's got an app. There are also apps that your library supports, and this is usually like for their e-reading materials. And these are things like Libby and Hoopla, and usually you download those, you connect them to a library, and it puts you in connection with their online materials. So those are a couple ways that you can gain access to free books. So the Libby app, the Hoopla app, and of course those are if your library supports them. You can also do a couple of online things. One of them is Project Gutenberg, which has been around for kind of a hot minute. And then there's also things like Open Library and also the Library of Congress. You can get some free ebooks on there as well. And those are going to be more of established classics. They're not going to be like new current bestsellers, those kinds of things. They're going to be more of these established classics that usually are in the public domain. Sometimes you can find them on just like with a Google search. You can also find free PDFs of reading material if there's something specific that you're looking for. But those are all good options. As I said, Project Gutenberg, Open Library, and the Library of Congress to kind of get you started, especially if you're looking for things like classics. Now, oh, my throat's been very dry. I hope I'm not getting sick. But I do have a little note here of some of the things that I wanted to mention for you all. So, keeping in line with the ebook kind of thing, there's also different book newsletters that you can sign up for. Two of them that I really, really like are BookBub, that's B-U-B, BookBub, and Book Cave. Okay, so signing up for those, you get a newsletter like every day. Sometimes they'll send out special ones depending on what's going on, but usually you'll get a little message in your inbox and it'll be like, oh, here's your deals for today. And sometimes those will feature free books. Now, they also will have books that are like 99 cents, $1.99, those kinds of things. But, they also heavily feature free books. So, I would definitely check those out. Now, also, there's Goodreads. And now I know Goodreads has kind of fallen out of favor as there's new book tracking apps and stuff that are coming out. And I'm not really familiar with the new book tracking apps so much because I'm old school and I use Goodreads to track my reading, to keep up with the books that I own, to do my yearly reading challenges, those kinds of things. And so Goodreads has a book giveaway section, and there will be authors that donate books specifically to be given away on Goodreads. And you go in, you sign up for the sweepstakes that you're interested in, and you could have the chance of winning either a physical copy if that's what the author has donated, or an ebook copy. So, that one's not guaranteed. Like if you're signing up for BookBub and Book Cave and it's like this book is free today, you're going to get that book. But the Goodreads giveaway is not guaranteed, but I mean, you could win. You might be lucky and win a couple of books. And usually those are obviously they're going to be books that are coming out. They're doing it as a promotion. And it's not just authors who are, it's like their first book, they're trying to get started. It's big names. Like I have entered giveaways for authors like Stephen King before. I haven't won any, but yeah, so they do have big name authors, which may be, something that you're interested in. And then I have one on here, the last one that I want to talk about. And this was kind of what inspired this video. But recently, I placed a Thrift Books order. And Thrift Books, I've mentioned it before, it's a website. And you buy, they offer new books, but primarily they're selling used books. And so the thing about Thrift Books is that for each book that you purchase, you're earning points. And after you earn so many points, you get enough to get a free book. Okay, that's great in and of itself. But I'm also a teacher. So for you teachers out there, you can sign up for a verified teacher account. There's a couple steps you have to go through, like, I think you have to upload your ID or something like that. It's been a while since I've done it, so I can't remember exactly what they ask for, so I'm sorry about that. But with the teacher program, in addition to earning your regular points, because you still keep earning your regular points, but the teacher program, for every 4 books, like if you're placing an order and you order 4 books, you get the 5th book for free. So that's automatically, like in and of itself, a free book, and you still get your points on the other 4. So that's fabulous. But the thing that really inspired this video was something I didn't even know that they did. And I'm not sure why I didn't know they did it. I guess I just never noticed it before. But whenever I went in to place my order, because, well, I'll just tell you the reason I was placing the order. Because they sent me an email, okay? And I noticed that in the email, there were 2 books that I was thinking about pre-ordering. But I was going to pre-order them on a much larger competing website that probably most of you are very familiar with, Amazon. Now, I had already pre-ordered one, and that was Sunrise on the Reaping, the new Hunger Games book that's getting ready to come out. And then I was also going to pre-order the new Holly Gibney book that Stephen King has written. I think it's called Don't Flinch, Never Flinch, one of the 2. I can't remember off the top of my head. But both of those were listed on this newsletter that you could pre-order them from Thrift Books. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I noticed that they were giving away 500 bonus points for pre-ordering with them. And I was like, oh, now the price is slightly higher. Like I'm talking dollar, $2 higher than what you get with Amazon. But you still get free shipping and you get a free book. So essentially, I guess this is girl math. You're paying maybe $3 or $4 extra, but you get enough points essentially to get a free book. So that's still a good deal. I think. I'm not saying that because you do that, the book is free and, you just disregard the extra price. What I'm saying is it's still a good deal and it's still a way to get another book. And when you're reading a lot of books, getting books is important. So I canceled my pre-order with Amazon. I pre-ordered the 2 books with Thrift Books, and I got those points. And then I was placing my order, my teacher order, because I was going to get my free book because it reminded me, oh, you got a free book. You can spend, redeem is the word that I'm looking for. So I get to the checkout, and there's a little thing that says, make today your double day. Now, this was when I was pre-ordering one of them. I noticed it the first time, and I was like, I don't know what that is. I've never seen that before on Thrift Books. And so I kind of, it had like a little info box beside of it. And it said that like every so often, Thrift Books will give you an option to make a day a double day, which means that all the purchases you make that day, you get double points for. So I was like, I'm going to pre-order these 2 things, get 500 bonus points each for them. If I click this bonus thing, this double day thing, then that's going to double my points. And then I can place a teacher order and get my 5th book free, still earn my points on the 4 other books that I'm ordering, plus get double points. So that's exactly what I did. That's what I did. I pre-ordered the 2 books that I was planning on getting, got the bonus points, got the double points, went ahead and placed my teacher order, got a free book with that, and then in addition, I got an email saying that I had earned enough points to get another book. So the next time I place an order, I'll be able to get 2 free books because I'll get the free book that I earned from my teacher order. And then obviously I'll buy 4 books and get another one free. Now that'll be sometime in the future because, I like being able to read what I order. And I think that, when I started this channel, I let you all know that I've been more aware of the books that I'm buying and making sure that the books that I'm buying are ones that I really want to read. And I think I've been doing a really good job with that because, I've been doing the Finished It Friday series, and almost all of the books that I've finished are ones that I hauled in videos for you all. So the ones that I am buying, I'm reading, and I'm also making an effort to get through the ones that I already own that I need to read through various reading challenges, like the Rory Gilmore reading challenge, which I mentioned in the Finished It Friday video, the last one I did. Well, actually, you're probably going to see that one after this one because I had some technical difficulties with it. I had to refilm the end. So I had intended for it to go up last Friday. Didn't quite make it. Had to re-record some of it today. And so it'll be uploaded this Friday. So you'll hear about the Rory Gilmore reading challenge in that video whenever I do upload it. But yeah, so I think that being more aware of what books cost, being more aware of what I like in my reading material, not just buying anything that's on sale, and just making a more pinpointed decision about what I'm going to read has really made a big difference in my reading life. And, I'm not reading as much as like some YouTubers out here, some TikTok influencers or whatever, because a lot of them are, that's how they make their primary income. They're doing reviews on all the social media platforms. They're listening to audiobooks and reading physical books, and I don't have the time to do that. When I read, I have to make the time to read anything that's not work related. Now, I read a lot for work because I teach English, so I'm reading a lot for work, but to read for enjoyment, I really have to make the time. And because I'm making the time, that means that when I sit down to read, I want to read something that I enjoy. And by stopping and thinking about it and making wise purchases, and getting more bang for my buck, it's helping me be more aware of those things. And now, all these things that I've mentioned, make sure that you're not just getting the books for free because you want them. Okay. I think I said that wrong. Don't be getting them. Get them if you want them, but don't just be getting them to get them because they are free. You know, if you sign up for one of the emails and they're like, "Oh, this book is free this week." Read about the book. Read the description. If it's not for you, you don't have to get it just because it's free. That was a problem I had with a lot of things, and that's how I ended up with a lot of books. I thought that they were just, I don't know, I went through a phase where if it was on sale, I wanted to get it. But I'm moving past that now. And so don't think that just because a book is free that you have to get it. Make sure that you're going to enjoy that book. Um, yeah, don't feel pressured. Don't feel pressured to do anything. Reading should be fun. Reading should be no strings attached. It should be for enjoyment. And so, yeah, that's pretty much all I've got for today. If you know of any other way that we can get some free books, drop it in the comments below because I would love to get some new ways to browse books. Also, if you've got any book recommendations, drop those below as well. What y'all out there reading? Right now, I'm reading Emma. I'm reading Demon Copperhead. And then there's a couple of other things. I've also joined a book club here in my county, and so I'll be doing kind of like we're doing a book a month for that. So I'm not going to tell you what I'm reading for that yet, but I will be doing some videos rounding up those and talking about those book club selections that we're going to be reading. I'm really excited about that because once each quarter we're going to be, obviously you're reading 3 books in a quarter, but one of them is going to be by an Appalachian author, which is something that's very near and dear to my heart. So, yeah, so if you have any book recommendations, drop them below. We may end up reading them in our book club. I'd greatly appreciate it. So, until next time, keep reading and get engaged with our chat. I'd love to hear from you. Till next time, see ya.